some members of the party leadership, but as a party right now, we are having a countrywide exercise that's going on concerning the digitalization of the NRM register. As you recall, earlier this year, we had an exercise for update of the membership register, and this month we have been carrying out digitalization of the same. So we have over 20 centers across the entire country, and that's why all of us are up there in the countryside leading the teams. We are soon concluding, but I had to be here to ensure that we have this exercise taking place. I want to welcome the Right Honorable Government Chief Whip and the entire team, and to thank you so much for the work you are doing for the party in Parliament, but also across the entire country as head of the caucus, and for the progress that we have made under your leadership and the entire Parliament. I want to take this opportunity to congratulate Honorable Grace AKIFEZA Ngabirano for winning the election. It's unfortunate that we lost our sister, but as the law permits, we went through the processes, and when there are campaigns, when there is an election, just by the word election, that means there must be campaigns here and there, but at the end of the day, we always have one person winning the election. The NRM had a flag bearer, and the flag bearer didn't go through, but Kisoro is 100% NRM. So we know that even the independent that was there is NRM. So, and we want to congratulate you and for having even taken oath, and for this period that you are in Parliament. So allow me invite the Right Honorable Chief Whip to make comments, and then we proceed.
Our dear sister, the newest member of Parliament, who was elected by the people of Kisoro on the independent ticket. But being an independent by belonging, she has decided to associate while serving our people with the NRM, implying all that members of NRM are entitled to, she will be entitled to. She will be enjoying all the privileges that a member of Parliament of NRM enjoys. Only legally she will associate but not belong. And that is what the law says. Because when you talk of belonging, it has now legal implication. So she's going to enjoy all the rights and privileges that I personally enjoy, even as the chairperson of the NRM Parliamentary Caucus. That implies she will be attending the meetings of the NRM Parliamentary Caucus. She will be attending the retreats of the NRM Parliamentary Caucus. She will be attending any other organization organized by the NRM Parliamentary Caucus while representing the people of Kisoro District. It is now my singular honor, Right Honorable Deputy Secretary General, to present to you the Honorable AKIFEZA Grace Ngabirano, the District Woman Representative, Kisoro District, and before the NRM Secretariat for purposes of signing the Memorandum of Understanding to symbolize that she has decided of all political parties in Parliament to associate and work for the people of Kisoro with the National Resistance Movement. I now present her to you, the Secretary General. Before the Secretary General, let me invite our dear sister, the Honorable AKIFEZA Grace Ngabirano, to say a word or two.
And the power of God has given us the opportunity to get here. I feel like a child who has been lost and has found home finally. I did not like me being out of my home that I grew knowing. I'm very overwhelmed that I've come back home, and I want to thank the NRM for accepting me back and for allowing me to associate with them, to affiliate with them, to do work with them, with us. I can say with us, because now I'm part of it. I thank you so much, and I want to thank our president for also allowing Kisoro to have a voice and to have a leader of their choice. Yes. Thank you so much, those that have supported me throughout the journey we've walked. It was such a rough journey, but I think good things come from hard situations. And I think I've been well molded. I'll come out to serve the people of Kisoro and Uganda as a nation. Thank you so much, everyone, and thank you, Press, for coming in the numbers you have. And once again, to congratulate Honorable Grace upon her election in Kisoro, and for taking the decision to come and work with the National Resistance Movement, to associate with the National Resistance Movement. And in doing so, what we do is that we sign a memorandum of understanding between her and the party, the National Resistance Movement party. And the purpose of this memorandum is to establish a framework of cooperation between her and the National Resistance Movement in as far as implementing the 2021-2026 manifesto is concerned. And just to reiterate the words of the government chief whip, by associating with the National Resistance Movement, that means she enjoys all the rights and privileges and participates in all activities of the NRM in Parliament and even outside Parliament. One of the most active organs of the National Resistance Movement is the NRM caucus. It's very active and very busy, and therefore she will be participating in all our party activities and ensure that we work together to have a genuine, viable, permanent, and sustainable relationship between us and the people of Kisoro. And you are most welcome once again to the headquarters of the party secretariat. And what I will do is to hand you a copy, a comprehensive copy of the manifesto of 2021 to 2026, which is meant to secure the future.
Witness this ceremony now. You can come behind.
Because this is what is being implemented in this term of office, and therefore it includes all that the NRM is supposed to do or is doing in the entire country.
I was a supporter of NRM flag bearer because of being NRM and as my choice. Then secondly, people brought in different information. I think for those ones who read social media, I saw that at the different TVs, on different TVs, people saying that Kamara could have been involved in multi practices, but that was not correct. That was not correct. I was not involved in rigging. But what is correct is that I was a supporter of NRM flag bearer Koro Dikaba Generals. And I think it is my right And since she didn't go through as NRM member and as the chairman leaders in Kisoro district of Leaders Forum Kisoro district, I must work with whoever wins, and I will work with the new member. But I have been telling people that also there is a disciple of Jesus that I don't blame at all. The disciple called Simon Peter. One time, Simon Peter was a serious disciple, and when Jesus was tortured and was being harassed, Simon Peter had to chop off one of the ears. After chopping off the ears, Jesus put it back. Then he became weak. He could no longer fight. Instead, he had to go and hide.
Is this now an ear that you had to chop and you are trying to...
No, I'm not saying that I chopped the ear, but I'm talking about Simon Peter. And when they asked him, have you been with Jesus? I said, no, I have not seen that man. Therefore, I want to request people of Kisoro that since politics are over, let us go back to development. We should unite to develop our people. As leaders, we join our new colleague and our new leader also in Kisoro, and we see how we can take Kisoro forward. Finally, I want to request, if there is anybody who has been, in politics of religionism, tribalism, sectarianism, and divisive politics, for me, I'm not ready to pardon that one, because for me, when I'm just doing my politics, I'm in my politics. I'm in politics of NRM. And I understand the NRM could be Jesus, can bring people together in case there is anything that went wrong. So I want to request people of Kisoro to work together. I thank you very much. Kamara John Nzeimana Imupivu from the North Constituency, the chairman of Kisoro District Leaders Forum, the patron, Boda Boda, Kisoro District Leaders, District Council, Kisoro District LC3 chairpersons, urban leaders, UNATU, and other organizations. So for a person like me not to work with a new leader is very dangerous. So I call upon whoever supported her or not, we should come together and work together. This is now not time for politics, but time for development. I thank you.
Thank you. For me, it's very important, and it's important for Kisoro people and to the development of the district at large, because if we can't follow the manifesto of the country, then we would be nothing without this, because it is what guides development in all districts of the country, and if we are out of it, then we are not following what the country should be. We are not participating in development. So for me, coming back home is a blessing for Kisoro and a blessing for me, and it gives us a point to start and move forward in development.
Honorable, you've come in at a time when the politics of Kisoro has been so, like there's a lot of divisions based on especially culture, religion, and things to mention.
Yes.
What are you going to do special about uniting this for now that you have the smallest time?
Yes, I have the smallest time, but every opportunity I get, I try to talk to people, I try to talk to religious leaders, I try to, as yesterday was, we had this initiative where some people made us meet with my main competitor. We took photos together, and many people didn't receive it well. But for me, I think we need to soften our hearts. We need to forgive each other. We need to look where we are going as Kisoro people, as Ugandans who have to work together, because development cannot be there if we are divided. We cannot get our policies done because we are divided. So in that sense, we have to make sure whoever else is not on our side, we work towards having them on our side. We are getting even those who were staffing ballots on our side to come and we work together, because at the end of the day, I am the woman member of parliament for Kisoro, and I represent the whole district. And if there are going to be those divisions, it means the real people that need our service are going to be left behind. So at all times and at all costs, we have to try and work with the leaders that are within those areas, so that the very people that are on the lower bit of the stratification have to get the benefits that are coming from the development initiatives that are within the district. So unity is important, and I will call everyone in Kisoro to work towards having us united, because that's the only way we can have our Kisoro shine and continue to shine more.
You say you took photos with the computer yesterday and some people didn't take it.
It was there. Yes, we were doing. We were actually in an initiative that we were raising funds for the ICU of Kisoro. As we had actually on that day, we are saying there are high rates, death rates in Kisoro caused by lack of equipments in the hospitals. And that initiative, we actually raised 140 million, which was a good initiative, and everybody participated. We raised that money. It means something happened in people's lives. People are going to get that ICU. As I remember, I lost a sister who had to come to Kisoro to get ICU services, where she was brought by on air, but without an oxygen. You can imagine a person who was in coma, traveling all the way from Kisoro and reaching Kampala without oxygen on, because there were no cylinders. So such deaths should happen. We lost her. Such deaths shouldn't happen. So whatever it takes, we should look forward and make sure we cooperate as Kisoro people, as people who are Christians and Muslims and with all religions, that we follow the Bible that tells us to forgive each other.